welcome to Easilife, and today we're going to be doing another Let's Play on Super Mario Maker. There it is, Super Mario Maker. And we're going to be continuing to create a course which I have, I won't view those, which I have gone ahead and titled. Where is it? I think it's this one, bottom 118. So I've gone ahead and titled Cannonball Airship, as I think you all know by now. We're not going to be playing it, we're going to be continuing to edit it since we have not finished the course. Now, if you remember from last time, the theme was jumping up on cannonballs and getting to higher areas, as well as dodging some fire in areas. If you remember, we got to the checkpoint and we were able to reach the subworld. So here we are, the subworld. And since this level is about jumping up the course to get to a higher place in the course, I don't think that this pipe should be at the top. I think that it should be rising out from the bottom if it's going to be doing anything, like so. So then I think, basically, we can continue to build the rest of the level. I think what we should do, for this one, we should start low. In fact, I'm going to change the hand that I have on my Super Mario Maker. However I do that, I'll tap on the stick or something? No. How do I change my hand? I'm sure there's a way to do that, because I've seen many other people use different hands. I think you have to use a right stick or something. Maybe click both of these at the same time. No. Copy mode, no. I'm really not sure here. Oh, maybe you click on him, no. Maybe you click there, no. You don't click there. I wonder where you click. I really do wonder what one must do in order to change their hand. What's the right stick button? I'd love to know. It's quite a tricky challenge. There we go. There we go, I think now I've got the option. How do I change it? I managed to find options. There we go. No, I don't want the cat. Oh, there we go. What could I go for? Could I go for that? I could go for that. No. Yeah, I'll go for this one. I'll go for this one. This what? It didn't appear. There we go. Right. I want the Mickey Mouse one, or is it maybe a Mario hand? No, still not appearing. I don't know why I'm wasting my time doing this, but it's probably just the satisfaction of having a different hand, because I always use the same one. Maybe I need to click A on it, there we go. No? How do you do this? Click on it, click on the right stick. There we go. No? Oh, there we go, it's appeared. There we go, maybe it does appear. I found it. There we go. It did take me some time to figure out. Anyway, what I'd like to do, other than the hand, is I think maybe we should have some cannonballs. Very revolutionary idea. Along the bottom row. Oops, no. Like that. Maybe we should have 4 of them, evenly spaced out. In fact, I might move them a bit across. That is a bit too far out. And what I think it would be cool to have is a bridge above them, like this. And let's just block all of this area off on the side here, so that obviously we can continue that going up pattern. And maybe just build along here, build some traditional ground along. So what the player has to do is to reach an area slightly higher up. And since we have just got the checkpoint, I think we should go slightly easier just for the time being before they do get to the really hard challenges, because this might become frustrating if this challenge is too hard. I'm not really too fussed if the player can make the jump just by jumping off there, but they can't. Still, it's an easy challenge. I think it's a nice way to continue to get going after the checkpoint. So player will then find themselves up here, and here's something else that I've discovered. If you get the cannon, and we haven't done this yet, and you shake it like that, it becomes red, and what that effectively means, in fact, let me just show you, I'm placing it at an angle where you can see the cannonballs. Like pretend it's firing cannonballs down like diagonally. Let's just pretend it's firing them sideways like that. They just fire really fast, much faster than the black cannonballs to fire. So what I think we should do is we should have the red cannonballs maybe mixed in with the black cannonballs and ease ourselves into the really difficult challenge. So what I think we'll have is a little jump down to this platform here. Or should we go higher? Should we go a step higher, or shall we go lower? In fact, that was very foolish of me. Let's have some breathing space, because after all, that would be a bit rotten to just go straight in and do a difficult challenge. And just press play to see how many red coins we've got in place. We've got 1 red coin done. So I think we'll have another red coin challenge. I think what this one will be is the player maybe goes... should we use the doors? Yeah, let's use the doors. Let's use the doors. They're always quite fun to use. Maybe we could have a door here and a door here. Like that. And we could do that basically. And in this little room, fill the ground in. I don't think we need to fill so much ground in, but I like to do it just because it makes the course look it makes the course look neat, I suppose. I suppose it makes the course look a bit tidy. So we could do that. We could have that there. We could have a small fireball, a small fire bar to avoid about there. I don't know if they go any shorter. They do go shorter. Just have a small one to congratulate the player for what they've found. Let's have the pink coin on the other side of the fire, like so. And maybe to congratulate the player to say well done, or maybe to seem, well, less so that, but more so that it seems like a special room and deck in the airship. We could make it kind of, you could use this decking style, like this style that makes it look like an underground deck in the ship. If I can just drag that out, it'd be good. There we go. Just 1 block left. There we go. Just need to block all of that off. Like that. Yeah, there we go, that looks quite decent. As long as people here can't see that that room exists, and they just think that it's some decking or just some ground tiles, then that's fine. But we know that here there is a special room. I think this looks quite nice. I think we'll leave it like that. It's a little reward. But I think the main mini challenge will be to avoid this fire. Now I think maybe we could have a couple of thwomps to avoid. I think that maybe that would be a fun little challenge. Maybe we could have these tubes. Yes, I've always wanted to use it. In fact, I did use some tubes earlier, but in the level. But I was looking forward to using these tubes. And maybe the idea is that the player has to ball jump in between them. And that could just slow the pace of the level down slightly. Obviously we don't want it to be too fast paced of a level. I might just delete some ground tiles because there is a limit, for those of you who don't know. Because you still can't see it. How far can I actually go on this without making this area a secret? Question is it possible to jump up here? No, there is just like a little gap. So I'll just block all that in. I don't think that the player is able to see up there. No, they're not. That's fine, right. We've wasted a lot of time just making this little mini challenge. I think we should progress to the 7th challenge of the level. What I think we should do to go downwards is use another one of my famous tubes to get down into this area here. Then the player has to wall jump off that tube to get down to here. And here, I'm gonna go full of everything I've got now. In fact, I'm not going to go full of everything I've got. I'll save that for the next challenge because I want it to be 9 challenges. We've done the 6th one. I think the 8th one should be the hardest and the 9th one should ease us into the boss fight. I think what would be a cool idea would be to have like a ladder effect. So it creates a ladder of 2 cannonballs, 1 black, 1 red. And basically what will happen is that the red one will go really high up. The player needs to use the black one as a ladder. Or maybe we can move these along slightly and we could add another red one in, but this time it's slightly higher. And we could put that maybe on, I don't know, just this little bit of ground here. Or maybe we could just, yeah, I think what we should do for this red one, you just tuck it into the wall like that. There we go, that looks nice. Oh, is that too hard a challenge? Maybe the player, if they could stand on this red one. Oh, no. Stand on the red cannonball firer. Jump onto this black cannonball. Wall jump, wall jump, wall jump. Continue to wall jump, maybe. No, this is actually a really hard challenge. I think I'll bring that a block lower. Maybe they could jump onto this. Do they? Well, this is actually really difficult. Can the player jump onto this red cannon? No, I think maybe I should leave the red. No, I don't want to leave the red cannons because they're a nice challenge. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Maybe I'm just going to bring the wall down here, just to 3 blocks. I don't want the player to be falling off. No, I do, because it's only near the checkpoint. And the last challenge wasn't overly difficult, that to the point where it will be a disaster having to retry. So I think we should just leave it the way the level is. Oh, this is really difficult. There we go. It's doable. It's definitely doable. Not the easiest of challenges, but it's doable. I think what we could have now is maybe, leave the conveyor belt. Maybe we could have a lift, or a couple of lifts, a couple of flimsy lifts, going down to the bottom here. Into the next challenge, and the player, no, make it a bit longer than this. Look, what we're going to have is we'll have one of the semi-solid platforms, the one that looks like bridges, the ones that I used before in the earlier part of the level. And we'll have the tube on the other side. Yay! Good old tubes. Just like that. What we will have to avoid is the player will need to avoid some burning fire. Oops. Just like that. That'll be a mean challenge. question is, I can move them up a level higher, like that. Does that look alright? That's not a bad challenge, but what we should do is, just to space this out, is maybe have the middle three at different intervals. It's obviously because it would be a bit easy to run through them. I do want to space the challenges out in time. I mean, I'm not going to lower the time limit from 500 seconds, so I'm not going to just make it that. I'm not going to make it. Okay, I suppose it is an annoying level for speedrunners if they're faced with fire like this, but in a way it's all right. In fact, I don't think it's that necessary to do that, since anyone who could make that jump is an absolute Mario legend. Oh no, they're not a Mario legend, because we'll do that just to make sure they can't make the jump. It's almost guaranteed to hit the fire, and if they don't hit the fire, then well done to them, because that's an extremely difficult jump. I'll take my hat off to anyone who could do that. That is a hard jump, by all means. Anyway, moving on to the next challenge, the 8th challenge. I think, as I said just now, recently, in the video, I want it to be the hardest challenge. So what I think we will do for challenge number 8 is, instead of going down and back up, like we did in an earlier challenge, we went up, and we'll have some donuts at the top. No! Yeah, we'll have some donuts at the top, but let's be really nasty let's be really cruel to the player now. This is super cruel what I'm doing to them. I am really sorry, but I'm going for it now. I'm putting donuts there. I mean, that's just mean, isn't it? And sorry, player. Forgive me. Forgive me, it's just Mario. What we'll have is, we'll have a little bridge like that connecting the two platforms. No, we won't. We'll have an actual bridge, a semi-solid platform bridge, as I like to use. Should we use that one? Now that one looks like decking. There we go, that looks nice. And what we'll do is, we'll have the red cannonballs, wherever they are. They have turned them into black ones again. They used blacks in the last one. Oh, what's happened here? Loads of semi-solid platforms. That's odd. Anyway, as I used the black ones in the last challenge, so this one's not going to have any black cannonballs, just solidly red. Now this is hard because the player can't even see where they got to jump to. Oh yeah, why have I got a safe platform below? I can't have a safe platform. What we'll do is, we'll bring the cannonballs down to the bottom level. Hopefully they'll still spawn. And yeah, that'll be alright. I don't think player can see the cannonballs from here. No, they can't see the cannonballs. Might be able to see them from the other side, but that won't really matter. As long as they're spawning, that's all I really care about. Cannonballs? Cannonballs. There we go. I don't think they have to be on the screen to spawn. So in order to do that, I'll have to bring them up so that they're on the screen like that. Obviously I'll have to put some ground tiles below them. Just like that. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too hard. Now let's make the player suffer and wait. Just And this will be brutal because they'll have to dodge cannonballs like that. In fact, they won't have any cannonballs to dodge. They'll just have to be running back and forth, and it'll be stressful and annoying. Which is what I'm intending for. I think we'll get rid of these 2 blocks and we'll just put those wires there instead. As that's better as well. It's good as well. Sadly, my challenge won't work because even if the player does jump up to there, they can still jump back on and we're gifted with a second chance. Unless there's a way that I can make it so that if the player falls, it's a guaranteed death. Maybe we could have one-way gates. Maybe we'll have one-way gates along the sides here. There we go. And we'll have a conveyor belt. Where's the conveyor belt? Can't even find it. There it is at the top. I think we'll have to bring these a level lower now. We'll have a conveyor belt. But might have to bring this even lower. Conveyor belt, just like that. Just want to see, yeah, the cannonballs can spawn, that's fine. Only issue is it looks a bit ugly. I suppose it's not that bad giving the player a second chance. And it's a hard enough challenge anyway to jump up that high. I think what we will do to make it harder and be mean, because I am a mean person in Mario Maker, is drag these down. So what's the harm in just pulling those down a couple of blocks? I mean, it's not the hardest of challenges, and it might be the hardest challenge. I think, you know what? I think that's too easy of a challenge. I think maybe we'll break the player's momentum and dump 2 black ones in there. So they don't have anything to rely on, they don't have as much resources to rely on. And they have to be good at their wall jumping skills will be tested. This is a nice challenge. I nearly made up to the top the first time, but I didn't just because my skills were maybe. There we go, it's a possible challenge. I'm liking the way this level's coming along. I think we'll leave that challenge as it is, and we'll progress to the 9th challenge of the level, which, in fact, won't progress just yet to the 9th challenge. We'll have a fun challenge, obviously. You know what I mean by fun challenge, a little mini challenge. I like to do those. Maybe the player has to. Maybe the player's got to dodge these. Another player has a little platform here. Put in a little bridge platform here because I do like my bridges. I do like using these bridge platforms in this level. And we'll have some tubes either side of that bridge, like so. The reason I did that just there, it does look a bit odd, but that's obviously, as you might have guessed, to do that. I could do that, but it just looks a bit weird. It looks nice if I do that, but it doesn't look. It looks a bit ununiform, I suppose. It looks nice on the top ground there on the tubes, but it doesn't look too nice having that one sticking out, so we'll leave it like that. Oops. And what the player has to do effectively is these platform, 2 rows of bricks, just like this. Classic Nintendo challenge, not Lakitus. Hammer Bros, yay! Who doesn't like dodging Hammer Bros? I know, I am a mean person. But the reward is a simple run to the pink coins. We'll do that. Do I beat that one? Take that one out. Jump up there. Do that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's jump from. That's going to be off first, so I'll have to just wait for that to do that. Now, I'm pretty sure that this jump is unmakeable. Well, even if it is, players done very well to dodge the Axemen if they're to get the key. Sorry, not Axemen, Hammer Bros is technically called. We could, I think, add some Sledge Bros, but I think the Sledge Bros will destroy the bricks. Is this thing not eating? This thing not want to eat? Why is this thing not eating? There we go. Does it destroy the bricks when it hammers down? Is my question. Right, Mario can just stand in this little side cell. Well, okay, we'll leave that side cell idea. We'll just see if this hammer bro destroys bricks. That's all I want to see. No, he doesn't destroy the bricks. That's fine. It's fine. We'll have one hammer bro and one sledge bro. Nah, it looks a bit ugly to have two different things. We'll just stick to two hammer bros. How's that? It's a nice little fun challenge. Maybe we could have a couple of skewers to dodge. They're always a little bit of fun. Especially in Super Mario 3D Land, the world's sixth airship. That's probably the thing that inspired me the most to just do that challenge that I've just done here. Not the Sledge Bros one. The one with the skewers. I think we'll have this skewer on screen so the player is able to see it. I don't think it needs to be on any ground, but I'll put it on some ground just because it looks cool. The player can so see it. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm going to take out these two Sledge Bros, which I would have done anyway if I was playing the level properly. And then there we go, we can just hop through those onto that platform there. Make it a bit lower and accessible for players whose jumping isn't so good. And the idea from there can be to just jump to do the last little challenge, which I want it to be an easy one. So what we'll do is just drop the player. We'll just allow the player to drop down on this lift, and just to walk through here, and then they can, and basically they can just walk onto the bridge, which I'm about to put down there. There we go. I don't think we'll have a horizontal challenge. The final challenge will make it a simple one, and just being, well, we won't make it so simple, we'll just make it normal difficulty. Make it easier than the last one, but still not too easy. Like, can cannonballs stand on donuts? I think they can, or will they cause the donut to go red? They can. They can stand on donuts. That's good. That's perfect. What we'll do is we'll have three red fires this time. Similar to what I was going to do last time, but I want this one to be easy because because the boss fight after this, and the boss fight might, for some weaker players, be stressful. And it's not going to be a difficult boss fight. It's just going to be a traditional Bowser Jr. boss fight. I already know what I'm going to do. I do it in all my airship levels. This is probably one of the you saw my course bot before I continued to build the level. You saw that I've made a lot of levels. That's doable. You saw that I've made a lot of levels, so you'll know how. And I made a lot of airships, so you know that I'm familiar with the game. And yeah, my boss fights in airships are generally the same. Say for one thing, which I'll show you later. What we're going to do is the boss fight will take place in the subworld because it always does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block all this area off quickly. Hopefully this isn't too boring for you to have to sit and watch. It should only take a couple more seconds. well, I don't literally mean a couple of seconds, it might be a bit longer than that. But I mean, something like that. And hopefully the player can not have any sort of vision to the other side of that wall. As far as the player is concerned, that wall goes on forever, which is what I want. And hopefully the same thing is true on the other side. Yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm happy with that. So now what I'm going to do, is take a pipe going back to the main world. Put Mario inside. Bye-bye, Mario. Off you go, back to the normal world. I'll copy and paste this bit of ground over to here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Copy it again. Do that. And grab the ground, fill that in, do that. Pipe there. We'll have a mushroom. We'll give the player a fire flower come mushroom for the face Bowser Jr. and the boss, and then they can go through this pipe here. So, here is my boss fight, my superb boss fight, which you're all going to take inspiration from. You'll all love this boss fight because it's an amazing. It looks really neat. Well, I'll just stretch the ground out a little more than that. There we go. That'll probably do. What we do is we get the second type of solid semi-solid platform there is, and take it out as far as it will stretch. It stretches out that far. So that's where the wall absolutely finishes for the end. That's the absolute end of the wall. That is it. No more wall. No more wall after that bit of wall. I'll just block off all of this. There's no way the player can see anything else. And what we do, we just take that out for a minute. We put that bit of ground in at the bottom, and the 3 bars will go up to near the top, and we'll place our exit pipe at the top there, like so. And what a challenge is, it's a simple challenge, I don't want it to be too difficult. After the players come through such a hard level, well, not an overly hard level, but a mediocrely hard level, they deserve an easy boss fight, I think. So there's a clown car, a normal clown car, and this time it will be a normal clown car, and a Bowser Jr. A giant Bowser Jr. that is. Oops, not a giant Mario, a giant Bowser Jr. and a giant Kamek, or Magic Koopa, as he is called. And a pipe coming down from the ceiling, like so. There we go. That is the entry pipe. And that semi-solid platform had the significance of covering the arena with scenery. And what we do is we'll cover the top over, so like that, so that the player doesn't jump onto the top of the semi-solid platform, which would be a disaster because it would mean the player could never complete the level, which would be sad. And it would waste one life out of as precious 100 if they were doing the 100 Mario challenge. What I'm just going to go ahead and do is just fill in all of this land here quickly, hopefully it don't bore you. There we go, that's to the end. And Mario can exit this arena into the last little bit where I'll place a little exit pipe there, or bring the goal pole in. I'll stretch out to there, fill in the ground like this, maybe a bit more, and just do a traditional thing that Nintendo likes to do. Do a little staircase up to the goal, which the player has well earned. So there you have it. Cannonball Airship. It's a nice level and I do very much like it. And that is the level itself. I think it's a very good level. I'm very proud of my own work here. Yeah, that's it basically. So, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Hope you like. So please multi-subscribe, multi-like. Goodbye.